Hey YouTube, I'm back once again. Today I'm going to be looking at what I picked up for Black Friday. A chunk of these were bought on Black Friday in HMV. The rest were bought online on or around Black Friday, but were all Black Friday deals. Some have taken what seemed like forever to get here. The last arriving end of last week. It's Monday. What's the date today? I think it's the 12th, right? So yeah, Black Friday was a couple of weeks ago now. But anyway, I'm gonna go through all these. They're all, I think, all Blu-rays. Yeah, they're all Blu-rays. I did fill a fair few gaps in a couple of collections, and then some other bits and bobs that I found that I thought, yeah, I'll have that at that price. I'm just trying to remember if I can remember all the prices of these now, because not everything that comes, but most things that come from Amazon and HMV, I don't think I've got anything from HMV actually, or not online, or Zavvi don't have prices on. But anyway, the first thing that I bought was actually direct from 101 Films. And I bought this a week before Black Friday, but it was their Black Friday sale. All I had in the sale was these Black Label releases, and this was the only one they had up on the website that I didn't already have in the sale, at least of the limited editions. Rock and Roll High School, I've never seen this film. So I don't know much about it. But like I say, it's the limited edition. I'm not sure if they've released a standard edition of this one just yet, but it was $9.99. So yeah, happy to add that. Which leaves me back down to 2, although one of those 2 is in the pile next to me. I'm still missing, where are we? 10, 11, so number 12. I believe is the one that I'm missing. Yeah, number 12. So yeah, happy to grab that for a tenner. Then where do we go next? I'll leave HMV till the end. So from Amazon, these 2 I actually ordered on Black Friday. Did I? Or was it the day before? I think they arrived actually on the Saturday, so maybe it was the day before Black Friday. So last night in Soho, no, it must have been on Black Friday, because I remember seeing this in HMV and humming and hawing whether to get it or not. It was $6.99, but with 25% discount. But in the back of my head at the time, I remembered somebody putting it up on the Movie Mad page on Facebook cheaper, and I ended up ordering it off Amazon for $3.98, I think it was. I've heard good things about this, and it's an Edgar Wright movie, so I don't think he's done anything that I haven't enjoyed, that I've seen at least. Baby Driver was probably my least favourite, but other than that, everything else that I've seen has been really good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. And this, I think, was £3. Holiday Inn, Christmas movie. It would have you believe for the cover that it's in colour, but it's actually in black and white. I knew that going in, that it was in black and white. I bought the DVD a few years ago from Poundland, I think. So yeah, I knew this was a black and white movie. Whether there's a colourised version on the disc or not, I'm not entirely sure. It's got a digital copy, which I'm fairly certain this is a Universal movie, and Universal have shut down their digital service, so you can't even redeem these unless there's somewhere else that will redeem them. But I would imagine before the shutdown, they will have all of them will have expired, I should imagine. I don't think there would have been any left that hadn't already expired that you could redeem. So I'm going to assume that that's unredeemable, but I'm still going to give it a try. Then also this I bought, I think on the Sunday, after maybe the Saturday or the Sunday after Black Friday. But that weekend I saw it on Amazon for $15.99. It's normally £25. Hatchet for the Honeymoon. On purchase of this, I think it was the last Italian collection limited edition that I needed. There are two others that I don't have on the shelf yet, but again, they're right next to me. So yeah, happy to find that. And again, these came from Zavvi. These were the last ones to arrive. It took them well over a week to get here. Again, they're Italian collection releases. I can't, off the top of my head, remember what volumes these are because they don't put them on the covers anymore. The older ones had on the spines, apart from the ones with the slip covers, I suppose. But you can take the slip covers off and look. But these, they don't put the numbers on the spines anymore. They do on the reversible art, but the reversible art also has the Italian cover, which I don't like. I don't like displaying the Italian cover, so it puts me in a bit of a quandary on having the numbered spine or not. And the other two I got, like I say, these came from Zavvi. Again, $15.99 each. And Zavvi didn't have that one when I ordered these. Hitcher in the Dark, and another one of the limited edition sets, usually £25, and Knife of Ice and Umberto Lenzi film. I'm assuming that one's Region B. I'm assuming they're all Region B. Yeah. So they're all region locked. So that's everything that I bought online. All this lot came from HMV. I bought them when I was in Leeds in HMV. They had signs all over the store. All 4K and Blu-ray, 25% off. Wasn't quite all. They did have a very small disclaimer at the bottom of the sign saying things that weren't in the sale. There was a few new releases and anything that was a multi-buy, so they're 2 for £13 or 2 for 20 or 2 for 10 or whatever. The multi-buys, you didn't get the discount as well, and it probably worked out for most of those. It was cheaper to buy them as multi-buys rather than buy them individually and get the 25%, because as a buy them as a multi-buy, you more often get more than 25% off anyway. So this was probably the last thing I actually picked up at the counter. The Suicide Squad, priced up at $4.99, usually $9.99, but it's one of those, if you buy something you get this cheaper, but with the 25% off, it's like £3.75. So yeah, I had to grab that. I really enjoyed this movie. It was a lot of fun. This one I completely forgotten even existed. It's a DC animated Green Lantern, Beware My Power. It's one of these ones with the spines that line up with, I think it's DC Universe. It's I think there's still only, I want to say 6 releases and 1 short. It's actually the first one that I'm missing, but it's not Justice League, is it? It's Justice Society, World War II, I believe it is. I didn't get that with a slipcover. All these I've got slipcovers, and I have hunted on eBay, and I cannot find one of those Justice Society releases with a slipcover, and I will be really, really disappointed if they've released the whole set up to date, at least, apart from one with a slipcover, with slipcovers, I should say, because that would not be good. That would not be okay at all, because it means the spines aren't going to match the one with the slipcover. One without the slipcover, you're going to have the let's just slip that out of there. I know this doesn't have the matching thing, but you're going to have it has the Blu-ray case at the top, so this bit that's all joins up to say DC, I'm assuming it's DC Universe, is going to be down here, or it is down here, so it doesn't match up and it looks weird. I'll try and get a photograph. I haven't, and I didn't even think about it till just this moment. I'll try and get a photograph of them all together and put it on the screen just to show how much of a pain in the ass for me. OCD, I guess, but yeah, I like to have them. If they've all come with slipcovers, I'd like to have them all with slipcovers. But why they would release one without when they've released all the others with? That's my little rant anyway. So $7.99 works out at about £6 with the discount. So happy to find that. Another one, $7.99. Some Doctor Who. Resolution of the Daleks, which was the New Year special for 2020 or 21? 20, I think. 2020, I believe. I might be wrong about that. I think this was the second. Was it the first Christmas special? No, it's not the first Christmas special because I already on that one. Yeah, it's the one with Jack Harkness. So yeah, again, $7.99 works out at £6. So happy to have got that. There was a couple of others. There's quite a few others actually. I could have spent a fortune in HMV that day. But the newest release, which was The Power of the Doctor, wasn't included in the sale. There was a big sign up, and all of them had a sticker on it that said 0% discount. And then the other one, the one that came out before that, was 20 quid, which was way too expensive. So I decided to leave that one. Then I got the companion release. So the one I bought earlier that day in CEX, Pray for Death, 101 Films release. I did buy, if I can find it, in CEX earlier in the day, Rage of Honor. CEX sell this one for 8 quid, but they didn't have it anywhere near to me. I think I paid a £5 for that one, either £4 or £5. But again, this was $7.99, so it worked out at £6. So yeah, another gap filled. So chuffed about that. And then finally at HMV, I had forgotten that this had been released. It hasn't been out too long. And when I was on 101 Films website, looking at their Black Friday sales, not only was this not in the sale, it was showing in their on their website as sold out, which the limited editions, once they sell out, they put they leave the listing up to show, you know, what titles that they've done, but it just comes as sold out and you can no longer order it. Which surprised me because this seems an odd release for them, one, and two, it didn't seem like something that would sell out that quick, considering it's there's a few of these that when they originally came out, they were a $15.99, I believe, on a $14.99 price point. They've since gone up to $16.99, but there's a few of the limited editions that were £25, most notably Johnny Mnemonic and Snowtown, and I think Silent Night, Deadly Night, the two movie release. I think that might have even been more than £25. Because that was 2 movies, I understand why that was extra. But the other two, those two, there's nothing extra in any of these, other than the packaging is slightly different, and they're a hard case rather than a softer case. But that doesn't warrant the extra. What is it? £8. There is more in this one. But yeah, I was shocked that it had gone out of print. Now I had seen one in my local HMV maybe a month or so earlier, but didn't buy it. I was waiting for a price drop. So when I saw this in HMV in Leeds, Ghostwatch, £24.99. So that's the full price. Obviously 25% off made it about £18.50. So just a little over the £17.99 price point of what these are now. I got it. I thought, if I don't get it, I may never get it. And I think CEXL is for £28, or on that day when I looked, or maybe it was the week before when I looked, when I looked on One Off Films website. At one point that week, I haven't looked since, it was £28 on CEX. So, oh, excuse me. So I figured at £18.50 that might be the cheapest I ever see it. So yeah, I got it. This is the last one that's been released so far. It's number 28 in the set. Is that 28? Yeah, number 28 in the set. I'm sure there's more to come. So that brings me up to date, bar the one that the old one, is it phase 4, which for some reason I've still not managed to get hold of. It's whenever there's one on a bike now on eBay, it's stupid money, 60, 70, 80 pounds. Occasionally one will go on auction, which normally sell within the low to mid 20s, and I always seem to miss the end of those. CEX sell it at £22. Again, it's one that's nowhere close to me. I'm not going to order it off their website. I don't like using their website, especially for limited edition things, because stuff like this I need to have in my hand to look at it, or at least have pictures off eBay. At least with eBay you can send it back. I mean with CEX I guess you can send it back, but yeah, it's not something I'm going to order offline. Although I have ordered something off CEX this last week, but it's something that wasn't in a limited edition case or anything. It was just in a standard, actually a DVD. So I didn't mind so much getting that. But anyway, that's enough waffle, I think. Was there something else I was going to say? I can't remember now. I went off on a bit of a tangent there. But anyway, yeah, so filled a few gaps. I could have, like I said, I could have spent so much more in HMV. At one point I had a bunch of Marvel phase 2 and 3 and 4 slips in my hand, and a couple of or one, oh, don't even get me started on that, one Disney Pixar numbered, the latest release, which really irks me from what they've done, but that's maybe a rant for another time. I had a bunch of those in my hand at £6.99 each with the discount. Would have been £5.25, but in the end I put them back, because at that time I didn't have everything that I bought. There was a few other things that I found. I thought, well, I'd rather have this than have them I can get any time. So yeah, I ended up not buying them. The one that I really wanted they didn't have, which was Black Widow, which I got a few days later in Middlesbrough, which I was happy to pay the £5.25 for that, because that slip seems to be difficult to find for some reason, and the one I got was the last one they had in store. So yeah, those are my Black Friday pickups. Not a huge pile, but a few bargains, I think. And yeah, so once again, thanks very much for watching. I do have a small pile of pickups over the last few weeks, last couple of weeks, I think, maybe a bit more, some stuff I've ordered online as well. I'll have a sort through, see what I've got, and maybe put up another video between now and Christmas, see what happens at Christmas. Like I mentioned before, I don't expect to get that much in the way of physical media for Christmas this year. But yeah, not just to clarify, not because people aren't buying me things, because I've opted for other things rather than movies. But anyway, yeah. Thanks very much for watching, and hopefully see you soon. Ta-ra.